What's up, buddy? I'm going to film a video right now, and then the moment I hit record, you start me out. Apparently that was an invitation to come over. Come on, let's do the intro together. Burger Scott, Team Antonio, owner and creator of Trick Devils. How are you guys? Today, I have got a video called Shit I Got Wrong. As I put more videos out there, more opinions, more statements, more facts, whatever, I am going to get some stuff wrong. And it's the rate's gone up a little bit. I got two major things wrong this week. And so I thought I'd make a video. It's Friday. It's a good day to do a quick little recap and take the opportunity to do something that very few people actually do, which is go back and talk about the stuff they got wrong. I don't know why people don't do this. I don't know why it makes them so uncomfortable. It's not that big of a deal. It's better, in my opinion, to just admit your faults. I think it makes all of your opinions in general more valuable when you are right. If people know that when you're wrong, you admit it. That's what today's video is. So let's get right into the that I got wrong this week. So actually, let me quick little fix on that. First thing I did this week was I uploaded a video called, originally it was called Smartphone versus Sony G7X Vlogging Comparison. But the problem is the G7X is not made by Sony, it is made by Canon. And this was pointed out to me in the comments of the video, and I was like, oh no, did I really just do that? I knew exactly what had happened the moment I realized what the problem was. I have been looking at so many different cameras to find out what camera would even be the right one to switch to. And Sony and Canon are the two kind of big players right now in the kind of point and shoot type camera space and the kind of like the lower tier DSLR type space. So I've been looking at a bunch of those cameras, and honestly the names Sony and Canon kind of mixed together for me for some reason, and it was more the model numbers that stuck out versus the brand itself. So Sony and Canon, I didn't even realize I was saying the wrong thing. They were like the same thing to me. So anyway, I've done what I can do, which is I've updated the title to Canon and I've updated the description to Canon, but there's something I can't change, which is the actual visual that I did in the YouTube video. I actually wrote out on the piece of paper, unfortunately, Sony G7X. You know what? It's just gonna have to be an Easter egg for the video. I can't fix it. It is what it is. That video took a lot of time to make, and I definitely don't want to redo it. So it is what it is. You guys know 80/20 is one of our core values, so we'll have to 80/20 it and just leave it as it is. Not fun, but what are you gonna do? So the next thing that I got wrong this week was pointed out on Facebook. As you guys know, I did a video called Reacting to Kellyanne Conway Alternative Facts. Now, in this video, oh my God, Cat. Now, in this video, I refer to Sean Spicer as the Secretary of State. Not true. He is not the Secretary of State, as pointed out by Logan Landry, a friend of mine on Facebook. He is actually the press secretary. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I don't really understand the difference. But I do know that I got it wrong. And I'll have to go look up on Wikipedia the difference. I recommend you guys do the same. If you didn't realize that I said the wrong thing, then you probably need to look it up as well. But yeah, I got that wrong. Saw his comment, was like, you know what, whatever. We joked about it, that it was my own alternative fact. It is what it is. That video did really good on Facebook, by the way. I'm just looking at it right now. Sweet. Yeah. Anyway, got that wrong. Meh. Not one of the, I mean, it's not the biggest deal. I also, we started a Patreon this week, which was part of the Sony Canon G7X video. And I admittedly, I'm still learning about how Patreon even works. I knew it was probably the right tool, but I don't quite get the ins and outs. But I've since kind of fixed up the Patreon, made some changes to it. I added an intro video, which is the video where we talk about the Canon G7X and why it's a helpful tool. I also updated the tiers so that they snowball. So meaning if you get tier 3, then you also get the benefits from tier 2 and tier 1. Now it's something that wasn't in there. And thank you to we have our first Patreon, Scott. He's a huge supporter of the channel. Now, this is part of what he subscribed to is a shout out. Now, this is not it. We will shout him out. We're going to do a vlog, and it will probably be this weekend. And when we do that vlog, that's the one he's going to have a shout out at the end. He's going to have his name in the description, and he's going to get social media follow back from the Trigger Devils account on Twitter. That's all going to happen probably next week. But what's really cool is, I kind of realized, well, someone actually has backed this next vlog. And so it just makes me just so motivated to make it the best vlog I can possibly make. So it was really cool to see that shift in my mind. It's like, wow, someone's actually behind this, propelling it forward. And I kind of I owe it to Scott now as our first Patreon as our first patron, I think it's called. I don't know. Figuring out the terminology. As our first patron, like, I owe it now to you to just make a really, really good vlog. So I'm going to make sure that we vlog on a day that's super interesting, and that we compose it in the best possible way that I'm capable of using the software we have and the camera we have. It's going to be cool. I can't wait to make that video. If you guys, I mean, I don't know how much stuff I'm going to get wrong, so I don't know how often I'll have to make videos like this one. But if I screw up enough, I guess this could be a weekly thing on Fridays. I talk about the stuff that I screwed up. Oh, God. You know what I should also talk about is, like, this week in YouTube, just videos that I watched that I really enjoyed. Let me go through my quick history, because I watch so much YouTube. And I'll include links down in the description of any videos I talk about here. All right, there was a really cool video that I watched today. It was very kind of maker-esque. It's called Overwatch Becomes Reality Tracer Pulse Gun Full Functionality. And this guy actually incorporated actual lasers into a tracer pulse gun model. Very cool stuff. If you're into like that maker space, that 3D printed type thing, I would highly recommend that video. I had a blast watching it, although I don't think this guy was the safest on the way he went about testing the thing. He started a lot of fires in his bedroom, basically, and I just thought that was a little odd. But the video is still really good. Highly recommend checking that out. Also, another cool video. I just clicked on this. It popped up on my kind of home screen, and I was like, this could be boring. This could be cool. Turns out I thought this video was so interesting. Top 10 straightest engines from JD Rock. Crazy interesting. Like, these engines are truly way different than the normal, typical combustion engine you'd find in a car. And I don't know, it just kind of opened my mind up to what the possibilities are. And that the technology of engines really is developing in some serious ways right now. It kind of exposed me to that stuff, and I didn't really know it existed. That will be linked down in the description as well. And finally, I'd say one of my favorite videos, if you guys watch Domix, he's kind of a comedy cartoon maker on YouTube, very famous. Domix released a new video called Rejection, and it's, as usual, as you'd expect, it has that dry Domix sense of humor, but it's also got a really good message about rejection that I totally subscribe to. I get rejected. I've talked to you guys about this a lot. I get rejected so much. I am just basically so desensitized to it at this point. Rarely does getting rejected actually get me down. I just don't even pay attention. I guess I'm just desensitized. I don't know to say that I expect it, but like, I mean, think of all the people that have said no to me about Trigger Devils or about whatever. I just am constantly getting rejected, and I don't even care anymore about it. I highly recommend you, if you are afraid of rejection, I highly recommend you start putting yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable about rejection as often as you possibly can. And use this video as inspiration. It's got a great message. Anyway, those are the videos that I really enjoyed this week. I hope you enjoyed this style of video, this kind of update / stuff I got wrong video. If you did, drop a like on the video. That's all I got for you today. T. Antonio out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, subscribe to the channel. In fact, if I can make my cat meow right now, you have to click the subscribe button. Okay, deal? You agreed, so now you have to subscribe. We'll wait. Oh, you're not done, are you? Subscribe.